that was really the key to my life, was just never giving up and keep dreaming. That's a big thing that people give up as they get older. So find the things that you find passionate about, like find your passion in, find the love, find the things that are going to drive you to continue to move forward, whether it's your family, whether it's something in your career, whether it's something inside you just wanting to help people. Your personal life has everything to do with your professional life. So if you work on yourself and you work on your personal ideas and things about yourself, and you get yourself to a stronger place in your mind, then that is going to carry over to your career. And then you're going to be able to open up your mind and learn new things.
Welcome to Women Thrive Podcast. This is where you'll get to hear incredible stories of female entrepreneurs, business owners, women from all walks of life. Myself, Raymond Jan, and my co-host Abigail will be interviewing incredible women, hearing inspiring stories of women from all around the world. I have no doubt that you will find something that will be life-changing for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us for our future episodes.
So hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Women Thrive podcast. My name is Abigail Rebecca. I am your host. Today, we are going over to the United States with our fantastic guest. Her name is Dorothea D'Amore. She is a salon owner. She's a master stylist. She's been in the hair industry for over 30 years. Like, she started her training as early as 14, and she's a master stylist, a master colorist. She's an educator for D'Amore techniques. So she's got her own technique, and she's an educator for Coastline EDU. And of course, as I said before, she's a salon owner. She's an incredible business owner. And today we're going to have a conversation about how you can overcome the challenges in your own life to really thrive within your business. So a huge, huge welcome to the podcast today, Dorothy.
Hi, how are you? Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's really, really great to have you here. And I always get excited when we have someone like yourself who's part of the Women Thrive community with an incredible story to tell. We use our stories and we create these podcasts so that we can share the stories of incredible business women like you to really be able to inspire one another to overcome any blocks or limiting beliefs that we might have in our lives to move forward and grow our business. And certainly we would love to know a little bit more about you. So could you share with us, like, in your own words, what you do, what's your vision, what's your mission in this world as well?
I'm going to go ahead and say that I love hairstyling. I learned it when I was 14 under my mom's, watching her and working with her as an assistant. She was considered a hairdresser back then. They used to dress the hair once a week, same clients, and then hairstyling came along. And that's just about when I entered into the career. And it switched a little bit. But I love taking, just like in my life, things from my past, moving it into the future and combining both things. In working with my mom, then becoming a hairstylist, then becoming a mom, I'm a stepmom, I'm also a wife, all these different hats that women wear, realizing that we naturally are leaders. And I had this calling inside me from when I was very young. I'm sure you've had it as well. And it's just, I had to learn to take what I have, which was a lot of energy, and learn to use it towards benefiting my life, which then would benefit my children's life. So when I was young, I had this ambition and drive. And throughout the years, a lot of us let our thoughts and things that happen to us in life kind of cloud that young-minded person that you have inside you, that you feel like you can do anything and you can achieve anything. And that person's still in there. And I found that person again.
So what would you say is like the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome in your life, and how did you overcome that? Can you share that with us a little bit more and elaborate with us?
Yes. So it goes back to, again, my childhood and being a very ambitious, driven person. I, in my young 20s, got married, and the gentleman I married was more of a narcissist and I was more of an overgiver. In that 13 years, I gave so much of myself that I took away from myself. I took a lot from myself. And when the marriage came to an end, I was in a position of having no money and having two beautiful daughters, and I had to be very strong. So there was no turning it away. I didn't have help. I had to do it on my own. And I dug deep. I looked in the mirror and I told myself that you are going to do this. And I believed in myself. And in that time, especially that first year, I soul searched and I found a part of me that was given up a long time ago. I allowed people to take it from me. I am now a healthier minded in a mindset place, which helps me a lot with moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy to hear that you've been able to overcome those challenges, and now you've been able to create this amazing business. When I'm hearing about your story, it feels to me like like your mindset, your own opinion of yourself, your self-worth, your self-esteem,
Yeah,
self-love has played such a big part in this. And you mentioned about like manifesting things. Is that something that you have used quite a lot? Like, do you work with the law of attraction? Do you
I
feel
actually do.
manifested
I
this?
do. Yes. I actually, more lately than ever, the last year, I've been really, really into it, not realizing looking back that I actually have done it in the past without realizing I was actually doing it. When I wanted my salon for years, I wanted it. I always visualized it. And at one point, when someone loaned me the money to do it, it wasn't right at that time in my life. My daughter just started high school and I needed to be there for her. I chose that at that moment in my life. But a couple of years later, she graduated. And at that moment in my life, the door opened and there was a perfect size salon. And those visions that I had previously actually came to life. Watching it come to life was amazing. And I tell you, I drew from many people in my life. It wasn't just me who did it, it was my family, it was my friends. If you put goodness out there, goodness comes back. And that was a moment in my life when I turned around and I saw everybody helping me build this dream of mine that I was getting back for what I've given in the past. Because I did give to my children, my stepchildren, everybody, anyone and everybody. I just love to help people. But yes, building that salon was a vision of mine. And it's amazing when it comes true. And
Yeah,
it is possible.
absolutely. And your testament to that, one of the things that we talk about a lot at Women Thrive is we can't do these things on our own. We need community, we need support. You're talking about
Absolutely.
this amazing woman that uh, was able to get you the salon, the support from your friends and your family. How has that then shifted into, so let's sort of talk about this opportunity that you had to start the salon and incorporate your methods and your products into the salon. How did that all come into fruition? How did you manifest that?
So I found this course online during 2020 and I decided to go ahead and take a leap of faith and to take it. And it changed at that point, I was doing hair 27 years and it changed everything for me. I became a better colorist. I became a better leader. I became more knowledge for my clients. I had more knowledge for my clients to give to them. And in doing that, I learned to lead with love because I happen to love deeply. And I gained the respect of three younger stylists who came to work for me one by one. And I inspired them to continue to work through their fears and work hard, work through the fears, push through it. And two of my stylists became licensed in that year of being with me because I didn't allow them to fall back into being nervous if they can get it done, nervous if they could pass the test, because I had those thoughts as well when I was younger. And I had to learn my worth. I had to learn that I'm great at what I do. I had to learn that it's okay to say that. And I taught them as well. So they inspired me and I inspired them. So in that journey, I decided to do more of learning journey on myself and continue to grow the leadership that I felt that I had inside me.
If there's someone that's watching this or listening there to this and they really resonate with your story, especially when you're talking about having to grow your self-worth and owning that and stating it confidently, this is my value, this is what I'm worth, this is why I'm so good at what I do. If someone's listening to that and they're not quite there yet, what would you say to them? Like, what were the most powerful techniques that you used to really be able to own that, to own who you are?
The biggest thing was I just never, ever gave up. And if I do feel myself needing a mental health day to sit down and watch TV and meditate, do whatever makes you feel calmer, get you ready for the next day to get up and keep moving forward. That was really the key to my life, was just never giving up and keep dreaming. That's a big thing that people give up as they get older. So I still dream to this day all the time. I visualize all the time. Anything that brings me happiness. I love to dance. I danced my whole life. I visualize that all the time. And your brain actually doesn't know the difference between reality and not reality. You can instantly become happy just by thinking about doing something that you love. So find the things that you find passionate about, like find your passion in, find the love, find the things that are going to drive you to continue to move forward, whether it's your family, whether it's something in your career, whether it's something inside you just wanting to help people. So I've learned and I've done programs. I did a life coaching course. I did an insight program this past weekend up in Colorado. It was a self-aware program that was very, very amazing, to let go of some anxiety and stress and things that actually didn't even belong to me. So it makes it easier to move forward in your career. Your personal life has everything to do with your professional life. So if you work on yourself and you work on your personal ideas and things about yourself, and you get yourself to a stronger place in your mind, then that is going to carry over to your career. And then you're going to be able to open up your mind and learn new things. That's the other thing, open-minded. I'm a very open-minded person. And that's why I was able to switch my career and paths and the way I do color and the way I cut and create my own techniques. So now I'm trying to pass that on to younger stylists, and it's called D'Amore Techniques.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that? I'd love to know more about the
Yes.
technique and the products that you use.
I'm very excited about it, actually, because when I was younger, I find greatness in details. And I was always a very detailed hairstylist. And sometimes in life, you could turn around and you could feel that some people, because your ambition and growing, that sometimes jealousy comes into play. And throughout my life, a few times I let that affect me. And what I did was dim my light to make somebody else feel better. And I've done it multiple times in my life. And I will not do that ever again. I will not give myself up, because this is something I was born with. I was born with energy. I was born with creativity. I was born with this feeling of love and compassion and empathy. So I'm taking all those things that I was born with now, and I'm raising them up, and I'm going to take them to make me to be even stronger leader and person and woman in this world, because I want to give back to other women, not just in the hair world, in life. I just want to teach everyone that you have to believe in yourself and you have to never give up.
When you're talking, I'm just really thinking about how many women are listening to this now that can really resonate with what you just said. And it really stood out for me, Dorothy. Like, I dim my light to make other people feel good.
Yes.
Now I'm not doing that anymore. The
Yes.
boundaries, the self-love, like, how have you got to that place where you
Well,
can really stand
it,
in that power?
it's work. It really is. It's a matter of will and want and belief. And I had to work on it. I really did, because I continuously would just give my light over or dim it. And from a very young girl, I was a dancer, and I would go on stage in third grade and dance on a whole stage by myself in my dance costume, made it up as I went along. And it was so much fun. And I just, after years of going on and life happening, I let people, and a lot of it was through jealousy. And it was something that I had to learn that that's on them and it's not on me. And that was a very, very big lesson I had to learn, that I have to leave people's thoughts with them and leave my thoughts with me. And thought process. The big thing for me is thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. I've read a few books that helped me with this. I've taken courses that have helped me with this. And I'm learning now more than ever that I actually think I want to help other women with a life coaching course myself. So I might dive into that as well now, because I feel like it's a calling, and I don't want to turn my mind off to new things.
Yeah, fantastic. So now you've created this amazing salon and you have a team working with you and you have products. Can you talk a little bit about your salon and your system and the products that you use in there? I'd love to know a little bit more about your business. Where are you based? Where's your business based?
Yes, we are in Deer Park, New York, Long Island, and it is a bright, beautiful salon. It's small, it's intimate. We all know our clients know us. And the biggest reason for that is because we educate our clients on products and how to keep their hair healthy. We are very concerned about the health of everyone's hair, and our clients happen to love that. And we also are trained in giving people an idea of what colors look good with them, with their skin tones and their eyes, and what color jewelry do you wear, and bringing out people's natural beauty. I also do makeup, and I also believe makeup also brings out people's natural beauty. And that's how I do that. I try not to change how someone looks. So in the hair business, we're doing the same thing in my salon. And I've trained my younger stylists to do the same, and to watch them go from not knowing anything that I know from this course that I took, which was called Freaks and Geeks, and watching them grow with it, watching them learn it, watching them drop their walls and open their minds up to new things, because we do the different things in the salon. And, but more than anything else, we are also therapists. And I've learned in talking to our clients talking to us, some things that personally went through my life, I've actually helped my clients personally as well with the same thing, like divorce. So I help that. So it's just an environment where people can come to you and feel comfortable, and also teaching them what products work well. So we use pH balanced shampoos, and Soma Technology is a company that we use. I use Tutto Color Line, which is an Italian line. And then we use a treatment that's called the Get Pure treatment, it's a demineralization treatment. And a lot of people don't even know about these things, that they exist. And when people come to me with damaged hair, I know how to fix it. Knowledge is power. And if you know your chemistry and your what's in your products, and you know your why, then you can help your clients. And when you help them, they are loyal to and grateful for you in every way. So I want to go out and give that out to people, teach people how they can open their mind to doing hair a different way. And also taking techniques I learned from my mom in the past, who she was a hairdresser, into today's world, being a hairstylist, and combining it into a modern way. And all these little techniques that I have that I've taught my staff, that they are thriving and growing behind the chair in a fast way, is what I want to give out to other stylists. I want to give that growth and all the knowledge that I've learned and give it to them so that they can grow faster in the field.
I love that you're bringing the techniques that your mum taught you. I think I said when I introduced you, it was like 14 years old. Is that when you?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's incredible that you're kind of bringing her legacy, but in a modern spin on it. And what I'm hearing from you is that it's really important to have that knowledge, but also really to know your customer and really understand your customer and be able to share that knowledge with them, because then you're creating customers for life.
Yes, absolutely. And I've had clients for almost all my career. Clients come and go, you rebuild yourself. But yeah, I've had them for a long time, and they become friends and family as well. If you lead with love, everything comes back to you bigger. So if you give out love, you'll get back love, and everything grows with that.
Yeah.
I truly believe that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I can imagine that your salon would be a lovely place to be. I need to get myself over to Deer Park next time. I mean,
Yes.
let's see if I can see
I would
you.
love to help you. Love it.
I've got curly hair.
We got curly hair girls. I have curly hair too. My Get Pure treatment is great for curly hair.
I
It
think
hydrates.
one of the things that I'm finding is because I used to straighten my hair for years and years and years, especially when I worked in corporate. I
Yeah.
had this thing in my head that I would not be taken seriously if I had curly hair. So I
Mhm.
used to straighten it all the time. And then when I left corporate and started my business 7 years ago, I just embraced the curls. But it's only really I'd say probably the last year that I've learned the techniques, and I continue to learn. I'm definitely not an expert, but yeah, I'd love to learn about some techniques. And that's why it's so important to have people like you in the world to show us how to do that.
Yes. Most curly hair girls don't know how to style it or put the product into it correctly, or I would say using the right products to hydrate their curls. And if you learn the right procedure of how to do it and what products to use, then you'll embrace your curls better because they'll be looking better and they won't be. Most curly hair people complain about frizz. So that's what we teach them, how to delete the frizz from the hair. And then their curls look stunningly beautiful. But I also had someone once tell me once, when I used to wear my hair curly all the time, that, oh, maybe you should straighten your hair. It'll make you look younger. And in my mind, I said, where does that even come from?
No,
How do people
right?
have that mindset? Like whether you have blonde hair, curly hair, straight hair, black hair, how does that? So it really doesn't affect the world. It's our beliefs, our inner beliefs about ourselves and being different. But that's what we have to embrace. We're all different. No one's the same. And that's what makes us all individually beautiful.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
What's your big vision for the future? Like what's next? You were talking about potentially doing some life coaching. What's next for you in your business? Like where do you see your salon being? Please share with us your next step in your big vision.
Yes. So the next step is that we're just starting my D'Amore techniques. It's an online business where I'm creating videos to teach my techniques through videos so people can buy them and they can reuse them over and over again. I'm also starting to put out live courses as well, where people can come to my salon for the live, because I truly believe that that's the best way to learn. Because all of us, and teaching my staff and having them learn to teach as well, is being right there in the moment. So you can tell somebody right there and then, oh, wait, just do it a little bit this way, just do a little bit that way. To me, that was always the best way for me to learn. So I'm doing in-person classes, online coaching. I'm also promoting products that are healthy for your hair. So I'm going to be doing affiliate marketing with the product that I truly believe in, because the reason why I've gotten so successful with that is because of my passion, my belief behind it, because I've watched it create healthy hair and create growth in people's hair. So I try something new with my open mind. If it works, I go ahead with it. If I don't, I don't. This is what I want to progress to the future. I also, again, bringing back the therapist thing, do love to help people. I had a client yesterday who said, I wish I came here a month ago, just having a conversation with her. And I helped her with a few things with her mindset, because I keep learning about mine. So if I keep taking these courses and learning about mine, I can give. And that was another misconception that I was brought up with. A lot of people tend to make money as a bad thing or a negative thing. And we're taught this sometimes, but realizing that if you put yourself out there, you work hard, you deserve to be repaid with that. But also, the more money you make, the more you can give back, because it's the person who holds it. It's not the money that's bad. So I want to create an environment where I can go forward and help more people. So in life coaching and with hairstyling, and maybe even come both, like a mindset of a hairstylist, because that truly, truly is a very important part about being a hairstylist that is successful. Your mindset, it's very hard when you're dealing with public and people, all different minds and all different personalities. You have to know how to handle that. And that's a big part of being successful with the hair.
Yeah. And we're all about empowering women to be healthy.
Yes.
Healthy and wealthy. Wealthy women have choices, and choices mean freedom. And we're all about empowering women to have freedom at Women Thrive.
Yes.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have this conversation with you today, Dorothy. Where can people find you? website or social media, or like where can they find you?
So I have on Facebook, Salon D'Amore. I have on Instagram, salon.d'amore. Also on Instagram, I have D'Amore Techniques. I also have a website, d'amoretechniques.com. And we also have Salon D'Amore 21.net. That's for the salon page. Facebook, we do a lot of our videos and explaining all the products that we use and what we do differently in our salon to give to our clients. On Instagram, we have a lot of photos of everything we do. And on D'Amore Techniques is everything of the techniques that I do that I want to teach to the public and to other hairstylists who are willing to learn and have an open mind, especially. It's very important.
Yeah, it really is. We'll put all the links in the show notes below so that you can go and discover Dorothy and her amazing work and her salon and her mission and her vision. Thank you so much for coming on to be as a guest today. It's been a real pleasure to have this conversation with you.
Yes, you as well. Thank you.
And thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please reach out if you've got any hair questions, if you need some life advice. She is here for you. Dorothy is here for you. Go and follow her on social media. Go onto her website. If you're in the area, go and surprise her in the salon and say hello. And you can also reach out to us here at Women Thrive Media as well if you have any questions about our conversation today or any of our episodes on the Women Thrive podcast. Thank you so much for listening and watching us today. Have an amazing day, and we will see you all soon.
Thank you for tuning in to Women Thrive podcast. If you found today's episode empowering and inspiring, be sure to subscribe and follow us. Better yet, leave a review and share it with others. We're committed to bringing you more stories that will empower and inspire you on your own journey. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep pursuing your dreams.